Howdy guys, Sniper Laceman here. Welcome back to Let's Play Alpha Protocol. So in the last episode there, we had a little chat with Albatross, and now in alignment with the G-22, if that's, I guess, what you would want to call it. And now we are at the train yards here, and these guys are getting all wild up for no reason whatsoever. Well, I guess one of their guys just got killed by a train, by the way. And it's funny that always seems to happen. Oh, here comes another one. Yep. That always seems to happen too, and I don't really know if there's really any way to stop it from happening. But, well, yeah. So we got in the train yards here. We met with C, who's I guess I think she's Russian. Basically a Russian badass. And now we've got to get to the end. And hopefully complete the rest of this level. That's for sure. But what's tricky about this is since all these guys are now going to be really highly alarmed. Well, yeah, I don't know. Technically, the whole stealth thing, you don't need to be, completely stealthy. Let's just say it helps. It just helps out a lot. Shaw. You had to see me. You just had to. Alright, come on. We got this moving. I've done nothing right now. Okay, let's just start moving around. Need some movement, need some entertainment, something. Oh. Crap, is there somebody coming down? Yeah, there is. Oh crap. He saw me. Whoo! That was nice, if I do say so myself. This guy... He's, Shoo. Can I get him? I wonder. Damn it. Alright. Alright, that was not according to plan at all. Alright, take him out. Okay, yeah, I'm not talking. Well, okay, let me just take this guy out. And then, nope. Oh, yeah, I can. Somehow. Oh! And can we just get him? Okay, one punch. There. Alright, so let's actually get some topics, shall we? Like I'm always that great at just getting random topics, of course. Alright, so, fun facts, anybody? Well, it's the most useless and pointless, informative episode ever. Yay. Alright, this guy... Hey, buddy. Can I just get a critical hit on you, please? I would really like a critical hit on you, please. Alright, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to stand there, and I'm going to shoot you in the head. Thank you, my man. Alright, so I guess one thing I've actually wanted to bring up, and it's taken 4 minutes before I've actually brought it up. About a week ago, THQ went out of business. I know, it's strange, hey? Video game company actually going out of business, bankrupt actually. Nowadays. Now I mean, of course, like it's not it's not really unheard of nowadays for a video game company to go bankrupt. I mean, damn. How would you get that good of a name? Whatever, I'm gonna hide in here.
Into a toy store.
Alright, so basically like you could kill all those guys, but the second you walk back in here, have this short little cutscene. Let's reroute it somewhere. Actually, I thought you were supposed to only know about the rerouting thing if you talked to Grigori in the first place. But I guess we can still do that. So now, but yeah. So as I was saying, it's not unheard of for a video game company to go out of business. I mean, Pandemic went out of business about what's it been now? About 2 years, 3 years, something like that. I mean, like the last like one of their last games was the Saboteur, and that was a great game. Um, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that's who made it. Oh, right there. I was right there the entire time.
Found the shipping manifests, but no mention of the missiles.
But yeah, and
Weapons.
they've actually
A lot of
already
them.
sold
Coming
off
through this training, but not the ones
a lot of their like actual other products to other
right
companies,
Just
basically just at last minute because hey, they're going bankrupt, and basically they don't want they really don't want these other
ship them
these
myself.
series, these franchises to just die off with them.
So much for getting out of here the
Once
easy
again,
way.
like the Saboteur, that that whole that series right there, that could have spawned off another game or two, but no, it decided to die along with Pandemic Studios. All right, take him out, and get this guy, perfect. But yeah, and I've actually got a little bit of a list here of what they sold off and who did they sell them to. So Relic Entertainment, which I just made the company of Hero Games, that actually went off to Sega for $26.6 million. So I guess that's something to be excited for, maybe a possible one in the future. I don't know. Hey Sega, how about make Alpha Protocol 2? Just saying. Just saying. THQ Montreal, which I'm not, like all it says right here is 1666 and Underdog. I'm not too sure what that is. If somebody knows about what that is, please leave in the comments. But that was bought by Ubisoft for 2.5 million. Obviously, but and right there when it shows me that amount, it can't be that too big of a production or, part of THQ. It can't be that too big if it's only if the highest bid was only 2.5 million. Evolve, which is the WWE 12 and 13 kind of evolution. How do I put it? Evolve was basically their why the WWE SmackDown vs. Raw series was killed off and now brought up with just now WWE 12 and 13. So Evolve was basically their new engine. That's what I'm thinking of. It was kind of like their whole new thing. That was actually sold to, well, not sold, but Take-Two Interactive. So basically, 2K Games now owns WWE. The games, of course, not the actual company. The games. So in the future, we can actually see something along the lines of WWE 2K14. Yeah, that has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Alright, so we got four more guys. One of them is going to be the main guy here that we need to kill off. Alright, can we get these guys? No, I don't think so. But yeah, so and that was actually for 10.894 million. I don't know why much random of a number of why they couldn't say 0.8 million, but whatever, they decided to go that route. Hopefully I can get over here to these guys and take them all out. Hey buddy. Hey, nice day for you. Okay, what else? What's that? Volition Inc. or basically the Saints Row. I can't really pronounce it for some reason.
Michael, I did not realize you knew how to kill so well.
I don't like to brag.
And so polite. Maybe I should keep a more careful eye on you.
Look all you want, but tell me what you're doing here first. You're mercenaries. Who's your employer?
Michael, I am not one to kiss and tell.
Fine. I'll find out eventually.
Yes, especially if we were to keep working together. We could make our trip to Moscow a quick one and efficient.
You're kidding.
It is not marriage I am proposing, Michael. But is the thought so unappealing? I am hurt. I will be in touch, Michael. I think we will have much to discuss, you and I.
I won't promise I'll listen.
I would wait until you hear my offer first, but it will not be long, I promise.
Alright, so the main reason I wanted to stop there was just for the cutscene. And a few little dialogue choices there. But yeah, so I'm back onto this. So Saints Row, basically that whole now franchise, was bought by Deep Silver, and if anybody knows, that's who made Dead Island. So in a way, this turns to be pretty interesting for what the company has already brought. You know, like Saints Row, an over the top game. Dead Island, a really cool, kind of over the top zombie game, basically. I don't know why it took me that long to realize what it was. Alright, so let's buy both of these. Chain Shot is pretty useful, but not as much as useful as wait, where is it? This one right here, where I can line up my shots in cover. This becomes your absolute best friend, and you can upgrade it a lot more. Well, a few times more. And, alright, so I think that's good. Alright, back to the safe house. Let's take a quick look at our computer here. But yeah, so that whole thing there with Saints Row, and with it being with the Dead Island team now, that could be pretty good for them. And that was actually for they actually won that for $22.3 million. Homefront series. Now, it's interesting that they say series of the information of what I have. It's interesting that they have series. I guess there was apparently going to be a second one, but I kind of heard the first one was just generic. Let's just say, because there was a time a time a couple years ago where that was like the year of shooters. You could not look around at in like a video game section without seeing 7 or 8 or even 10 first person shooters that weren't Call of Duty or Medal of Honor or Battlefield. I mean, those are kind of the big three, basically. And when anybody thinks of first person shooters, those are some of the big three that people think of. Probably Call of Duty first. But that's just what I'm thinking. But anyway, so that could definitely be good for that. And get this, it actually went to possibly a really good first person shooter, I guess, company, Crytek, who made the Crysis games. All right, no more intel, but that can be very good for that series. Let's just say. The Metro series, where Metro 2033 was supposed to come out sometime this year. I think it was mid or early this year. It's supposed to come out. It looked pretty cool, and I'm trying to finish this up before we have it talked about that Doherty. But that also went to with Deep Silver from Dead Island. So a post-apocalyptic game and makers of a zombie game, again, that could be pretty useful. That could be pretty good for them too. That one for, okay, if I'm reading this right, 5.8. Okay, it's not 5.8. Yeah, it is. Okay, for some reason it has commas instead of periods, but 5.877.551, whatever. We'll just call it 5.877 million. Okay, we won't leave the other. We'll leave the other ones alone. But 5.8 million basically for that one. And the biggest shocker of them all, in my opinion, next to the wrestling one, and I guess Saints Row one, South Park: The Stitch of Truth. South Park: The Stitch of Truth. I'm kind of slurring my words a little bit. Why? I'm not drunk. Yeah, that game actually went over to Ubisoft for 3.2 million, we'll say. Um, Now, again, the whole thing about THQ being bankrupt right now is just really, again, it's a shocker. I think for really quite a lot of people. All right, yeah, let's just start this up because I'm basically done. But yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to say today. Again, a lot of series went to a lot of good other people. That they can definitely made something their own out of it. But it'll be interesting to know what they do with the South Park one. I'm interested in seeing what they do there.
Ah, Michael Thornton. Welcome to Moscow. You are fresh from Taipei, yes? I expected you sooner, but you stopped by the train station first, yes? I heard the shots from here.
I think you're mistaken. And the shots you heard were probably from a crazy German woman.
See, eh? Not good news. It's like, how do you say, hunting mice with a bazooka. Very messy, and you're never sure you hit until the smoke clears. Still, where are my manners? What brings Michael Thornton, world traveler, to this humble bar?
Do we have to jump right to business? I could really use a drink first.
Then you are lucky you've come to a bar. I am short on cash, so you will have to make your own way.
That go for events going on in Moscow, too?
And here I thought we were not going to jump right to business.
A cough like that, this bar may not be the best place to hang out. Secondhand smoking.
I quit 3 times this month. Second-hand smoke is my way of getting by.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt your coughing, or your drinking, but I wanted to know who Halbeck's friends are here in Moscow.
What specifically do you wish to know? If they have friends at all? Now, that is a question in itself.
I want to know who Halbeck's working with.
That is a difficult question, but I know someone who would know the answer. There is a man, Sergei Surkov. He runs several businesses in Moscow. He may know who Halbeck is dealing with.
Got it. Looks like he's got an appointment at the American Embassy in Moscow.
The American Embassy. All right, I'll check it out.
Good luck with your hunt, Mr. Thornton. Me, I have this vodka to nurse to health.
All right, so had a chat with the local drunk, I guess. But all right, so I guess yeah, that was basically what I wanted to get off talked about today, and well, that I don't know. I don't know whether I would call that took way too long or not long enough, and I expected to spend a good I don't know, probably near 20-minute video just talking about that. Oh, then again, it's almost 20 minutes, so all right, so what we have here. Alright, a bunch of more intel. And will I be able to buy it all? Ooh, no, by 1,000. Oh, man. Alright, let's see if I got anything to sell. Oh, wait. Okay, I know there's supposed to be a gold gun. Yes, here we go. The gold-plated AR. This is basically the gun that you got after killing well, back in the desert thing. So right there, a nice $40,000 for us, and buy the last piece of intel, and still have a crap ton more. All right, so something with Fermina. Let's be a little bit funny here, even though it doesn't really matter at this point right now because I'm already maxed out with friendship with her, so it doesn't matter at this point, how if I'm nice to her, really. Oh, I pretty much have to still be nice with her. Alright, so I'm actually right at the, well, I should say one of the main missions for this. But, I mean, we didn't get a lot done. That's kind of unfortunate. But, 20 minutes, and this is going to be a full mission. Probably this is going to be like another full episode. So I will actually leave it at that. So, thank you everybody for watching. So, on the next episode, we will go over to the embassy and talk with Sergei Surkov. And find out why he's in with Halbach. So, for Mike Thornton here, we are signing off.